Hello, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change and old coin collections. If you have a 1973 Lincoln cent without a mint mark, you may be sitting on a small fortune. Today, we are diving deep into the history, rarity, and the shocking value of this coin, with one recently selling for an astonishing $92,705. Stay tuned until the end because we will break down how to determine if you have one of these valuable pennies and what to look for before you cash in. History of the 1973 Lincoln C&T. The Lincoln Cent series has been a staple of U.S. currency since its debut in 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln. By 1973, the design still featured the iconic portrait of Lincoln by Victor David Brenner on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, on the reverse. During this time, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia minted coins bear no mint mark, which is normal for coins from this facility. However, what makes the 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny unique and highly valuable is its condition, errors, and overall rarity in high grades. Why is the 1973 no mint mark penny worth so much? You might be wondering why a common-looking penny from 1973 could be worth nearly $100,000. The answer lies in a combination of factors, including scarcity and high grades, rare errors, and collector demand. Mint state condition. Most pennies in circulation suffer from heavy wear, scratches, and discoloration. But a 1973 no mint mark penny in pristine, uncirculated condition with a high grade from a professional grading service can fetch thousands of dollars. A rare specimen in MS 67 or higher condition is where the big money comes into play. Error coins. Certain errors make this penny incredibly valuable. Examples include double die obverse, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. If your 1973 penny has any of these rare errors, it could increase in value dramatically. Collector demand. The Lincoln Cent series is one of the most widely collected coin series in the world. Rare, high-grade examples of key dates are highly sought after by collectors, driving up auction prices. Notable auction sales and record-breaking value. Yes, one of the highest recorded sales of a 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny took place at a major auction where a perfectly preserved specimen sold for an eye-watering $92,705. This was an MS 67 plus graded coin with remarkable luster and no visible marks. Other similar high-grade examples have sold for tens of thousands of dollars as well, proving that this is not just a one-time occurrence but a consistent trend in the numismatic market. How to identify a valuable 1973 no mint mark PNNYSO. How can you tell if your 1973 Lincoln cent is worth a small fortune? Follow these steps. Check for the mint mark. If there is no mint mark beneath the date, it was minted in Philadelphia. However, not all no mint mark 1973 pennies are valuable. You need to check for grade and errors. Examine the condition, hold your penny under a bright light, and look for signs of wear. If your coin is shiny, uncirculated, and has no major scratches or discoloration, it could be worth sending for professional grading. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect for doubling in the letters or numbers, misaligned designs, or any noticeable die cracks. Weigh your coin. A standard 1973 Lincoln cent should weigh 3.11 grams. If your coin has a significantly different weight, it could be a rare transitional error coin. Current market value. While most 1973 no mint mark pennies in circulated condition are worth face value or a few cents above, uncirculated examples graded MS 65 or higher can sell for $50 to $1,000. The real jackpot comes with coins graded MS 67 or higher, where prices can skyrocket into the tens of thousands, with the highest recorded sale reaching $92,705. Where to sell your coin. If you think you have a valuable 1973 penny, the best way to sell it is through a reputable coin dealer, an auction house, or online platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or PCGS CoinFax. Always get your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC before listing it for sale to ensure you get the best price. The 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how hidden treasures can be found in everyday pocket change. With the right condition, grading, and possibly a rare error, you could be holding a penny worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting! Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and numismatics enthusiasts. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1980 D. Lincoln penny. Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket change without even realizing it? This small but mighty coin, struck at the Denver Mint, has gained the attention of collectors worldwide, with rare specimens fetching astonishing prices at auction. Stay with us until the end as we uncover the history, key features, rare errors, and how one recently sold for an incredible $95,731. The history of the 1980 D. Lincoln penny. The 1980 D. Lincoln penny is a 1-cent coin that was produced at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark below the date on the obverse side. This penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The obverse design, featuring a portrait of Lincoln, was created by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse at the time of the 1980 D pennies still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo, BY 1980. The U.S. Mint was still producing pennies with a 95% copper and 5% zinc composition, a formula that had been in place since 1962. However, rising copper prices in the early 1980s led to the transition to a primarily zinc-based penny in 1982, making 1980 one of the last years of high copper content pennies. This historical context adds significance to the 1980 D penny in the eyes of collectors. Mintage and circulation. The Denver Mint produced an impressive 5.1 billion 1980 D Lincoln pennies. With such a high mintage, finding a circulated example in pocket change or coin rolls is relatively common. However, what sets a rare and valuable 1980 D penny apart is its condition, errors, and unique die varieties that elevate its desirability. Errors and rare varieties. Some of the most valuable 1980 D Lincoln pennies have distinctive errors and anomalies, which increase their market worth. Let's take a look at some of the most sought-after varieties. Double die obverse. DDO. Some 1980 D pennies exhibit a doubling effect on the obverse, particularly noticeable in the date, mint mark, or lettering such as "In God We Trust." These double die errors can significantly increase the coin's value, depending on the clarity of the doubling. Off-center strikes. If the planchet was misaligned during striking, the resulting coin may display a partial image with part of the design missing. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. Broad strikes and clipped planchets. Errors involving incorrect striking pressure or incomplete planchets can result in rare error coins worth much more than face value. Repunched mint mark. RPM. A repunched mint mark occurs when the D mint mark was stamped more than once, leading to a slight overlap or doubling of the letter. This variety is another collector favorite. Why some 1980 D pennies are worth thousands, while most circulated 1980 D Lincoln pennies are worth only their face value or a few cents over due to their copper content. The high-end prices come into play when a coin is found in pristine, uncirculated condition or exhibits rare errors. The highest recorded auction price of $95,731 for a 1980 D penny was due to an ultra-rare combination of being a high-grade MS-68 example with a dramatic doubled die obverse. Current market value. Circulated condition. Common 1980 D pennies in circulated condition are typically worth between 5 cents to 20 cents, primarily due to their copper content. Uncirculated condition. MS-63 to MS-65 in mint state condition. These pennies can fetch between $5 and $50, depending on luster, strike quality, and overall eye appeal. Rare error coins. If you discover a 1980 D penny with a major error such as a double die or an off-center strike, it could be worth anywhere from $500 to over $10,000. Highest grade coins. The finest examples graded at MS 67 or MS 68, especially with significant errors, have been known to sell for thousands. The record-holding examples sold for an astounding $95, $731. How to identify a valuable 1980 D penny. Check the condition. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect your coin for minimal scratches, strong details, and sharp edges. The fewer marks, the higher the grade. Look for errors. Carefully examine the lettering, date, and mint mark for any signs of doubling or abnormalities. Weigh your coin. Authentic 1980 D Lincoln pennies should weigh approximately 3.11 grams due to their copper composition. Any significant deviation could indicate a striking error or a transitional metal variety. Consider professional grading if you believe you have a high-quality or error coin. Sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC can help authenticate and determine its true market value. The 1980 D Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but hidden treasures exist within the series. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, searching for rare varieties and high-grade examples could lead to an incredible find. Who knows? You might have a small fortune sitting in your coin jar. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of numismatics, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on exciting coin news and updates. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Hello, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into the history, value, and exciting details of the 1971 D Lincoln penny. Did you know that this ordinary-looking coin could be worth thousands of dollars? Stay tuned as we uncover what makes this coin special, the key features to look for, and how one of these pennies recently sold for an astounding $76, $934. History of the 1971 D Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally featured a wheat reverse before being replaced in 1959 with the memorial design by Frank Gasparo. The 1971 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of 3 mints producing pennies that year. Over 2.9 billion of these coins were minted, making them common in circulation. However, despite its large mintage, certain rare varieties and errors can make this penny incredibly valuable today. What makes the 1971 D Lincoln penny valuable? Many people assume that because billions of these coins were made, they must not be worth much. But that's far from the truth. The key factors that influence the value of a 1971 D penny include its condition, any rare errors it may have, and its grade according to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Let's break it down further. Mint state condition. A 1971 D penny in pristine, uncirculated condition with no wear and full original luster is highly sought after by collectors. High-grade examples, such as MS67 or MS68, can fetch thousands of dollars. Rare doubled die varieties. One of the most valuable errors found on the 1971 D penny is the doubled die variety. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. These coins are rare and can be worth a fortune depending on the strength of the doubling, off-center strikes, and other mint errors. Other minting errors, such as off-center strikes, broad strikes, or clipped planchets, can increase the coin's value significantly. Full red coloration. Copper coins like the Lincoln penny are graded based on their color: brown, BN, red-brown, RB, and full red, RD. A 1971 D penny with full red luster is much more valuable than one with a dull or dark brown tone. Record-breaking auction sales. The most exciting part of coin collecting is finding out how much these rare pennies can be worth. In recent years, a 1971 D Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition sold for an incredible $76,934 at auction. This was due to its exceptional mint state grade and rare features that made it highly desirable among collectors. While not every 1971 D penny is worth this much, Even lower-grade mint-state examples can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Current market value. If you're wondering what your 1971 D penny might be worth, here's a general breakdown based on current market trends. Circulated condition. Worth face value to a few dollars. MS60, MS63, $10, $50. MS64, MS66, $50. $500. MS67 and higher, $2,000, $20, 000 plus rare errors or high-grade MS68, $50,000, $76. 934 plus how to check if your 1971 D penny is valuable. If you have a 1971 D penny and want to know if it's valuable, here's what you should do. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass to check for errors, such as doubled die features. Look for coins with sharp details, no scratches, and a bright red color. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service for authentication and certification. Keep an eye on auction houses and online marketplaces to compare prices and trends. The 1971 D Lincoln penny is a true hidden treasure that could be sitting in your pocket change right now. While most of these pennies are only worth a cent, a rare high-grade example or error variety can bring in life-changing amounts of money. So, start checking your pennies, because you never know, you might just find a small fortune hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Let us know in the comments if you have a 1971 D penny and what condition it's in. Happy hunting, and see you in the next video. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we dive into the fascinating world of rare coins and valuable currency. Today, we have an exciting topic that could potentially change your life if you have this coin sitting in your collection or even in your pocket. We are talking about the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has made headlines in the numismatic world due to its rarity and high value. Stay tuned as we uncover the history behind this coin, why it is so valuable, and how you can check if you own one worth an astonishing $82, $186. History of the 1982 Lincoln penny. To understand the significance of the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, we need to go back in time. The year 1982 was a major transition period for the U.S. Mint. Before this year, Lincoln pennies were made of 95% copper. However, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint decided to switch to a copper-plated zinc composition to reduce production costs. This meant that 1982 pennies were produced in both compositions, some in solid copper and others in the new zinc composition. Additionally, there were multiple varieties of the 1982 penny, including large date and small date versions, further complicating the matter for collectors. Why is the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny valuable? The true rarity and value of this coin lie in a specific variety, the 1982 D small date Lincoln penny struck on a solid copper planchet instead of the expected zinc composition. This coin is unique because all 1982 D pennies were supposed to be minted on zinc planchets after the transition, making copper ones from Denver extremely rare. However, one such specimen was discovered, shocking the numismatic community. As of today, only a few are known to exist, and this rarity has driven its value through the roof. How to identify the rare 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? If you suspect you have a valuable 1982 penny, here's how you can check. Look for a small date variety. The small date version has a thinner and more delicate font, especially on the number 2. Check the mint mark. This specific rare variety does not have a mint mark under the date, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia. Determine the metal composition. If you believe you have a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, you need to check its weight. Copper pennies weigh approximately 3.11 grams, while the zinc ones weigh only 2.5 grams. You can use a digital scale to verify this. Current market value. So, how much is this rare coin worth today? The highest recorded sale of the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition reached an astonishing $82,186 at auction. The value depends on factors such as condition, grading, and collector demand. Even lower-grade examples can fetch thousands of dollars, making this a coin worth searching for. If you own a 1982 Lincoln penny, it is definitely worth taking a closer look to see if you might have one of these rare and valuable coins. The key indicators are the small date variety, no mint mark, and copper composition. This discovery proves that rare coins can still be found in circulation or collections, so start checking your pennies today. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on valuable coins and collectibles. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting! Hello and welcome back to the channel, where we uncover hidden treasures in everyday coins. Today, we are diving deep into a fascinating story about a rare 2000 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny that could be worth an astonishing $67,000 in today's market. You might want to check your pocket change because this tiny coin could bring you a fortune. Stick around until the end to find out everything you need to know about this valuable penny, its history, and how you can determine if you have one. The history of the 2000 D. Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny is one of the most collected coins in the world. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin has gone through many design changes. The 2000 D. Lincoln penny is part of the long-standing Lincoln Memorial series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008 before transitioning to the shield design in 2010. The D mint mark indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the major coin-producing facilities in the United States. The 2000 D penny is typically made of copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams, and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. While millions of these pennies were produced, making them seem common, certain rare errors and varieties make some of them extremely valuable to collectors. Why is this penny worth $67,000? Most 2000 D. Lincoln pennies are only worth face value, but rare errors or unique characteristics can make some specimens worth thousands. The most valuable of these include high-grade, uncirculated versions and coins with errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or transitional metal compositions. One of the most famous reasons why a 2000 D penny could be worth $67,000 is the discovery of an extremely rare off-metal error where a few pennies were accidentally struck on experimental or transitional planchets. These rare mistakes occur when a coin is struck on a different metal composition than intended. If a 2000 D penny was mistakenly struck on a pre-1982 copper planchet instead of the standard zinc planchet, its weight would be around 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, significantly increasing its value. Another key factor is the coin's condition. Collectors seek out coins in mint state, MS condition, particularly those graded MS 67 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. The higher the grade, the more desirable the coin. Some exceptionally well-preserved examples with a deep red luster have sold for record-breaking prices at auctions, with one such coin fetching an incredible $67,000. How to identify a valuable 2000 D. Lincoln penny. So, how do you know if your 2000 D penny is worth a fortune? Here are some key things to look for. Check the weight. Use a digital scale to weigh the coin. If it weighs 3.11 grams, it could be an error penny struck on a copper planchet, making it incredibly rare. Examine for errors. Look for doubling in the date, lettering, or Lincoln's image, which could indicate a double die error. Inspect the surface condition. The best way to maximize value is to find a coin in an uncirculated or near-perfect state. Coins with deep red color and minimal marks fetch the highest prices. Get it graded. If you believe your penny is special, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation, current market value, and sales records. As of today, high-grade 2000 D pennies graded MS 67 or higher can sell for anywhere between $5,000 and $67,000, depending on rarity and condition. Error coins, especially those struck on the wrong planchet, have sold at auctions for tens of thousands of dollars. Collectors are always looking for these rare finds, and auction houses continue to set new records for their sales. Where to sell a rare penny? If you believe you have a rare 2000 D penny, you have several selling options. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions allow collectors to bid on rare coins. Coin shows and dealers. Attending a coin show or consulting a professional dealer can help you get the best offer. Professional grading services. Getting your coin authenticated and graded can significantly increase its value. The 2000 D. Lincoln penny might seem like just another penny in your pocket, but hidden among the millions are rare treasures worth thousands. Whether due to an error, rarity, or pristine condition, some of these pennies have sold for jaw-dropping prices. So, the next time you come across a 2000 D penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and rare coin discoveries. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny in your change. Thanks for watching and happy hunting!